Hello, my name's Andrew, and today we're doing an extremely cozy first impression review of the Simply Merino 100% wool sweatshirt. So basically like 7 years ago, I got into merino wool with Injinji toe socks, and I really love them because they're like super breathable, they're warm, they're temperature regulating, antimicrobial, and then I just started buying like merino for everything, especially for like hiking and active stuff, but also just for casual because it feels nice. I was doing like merino wool from Smart Wool, and then I have this hoodie from Tracksmith. This is the Harrier, which I love for like running and fast hiking and stuff like that. But then a few weeks ago, I got a comment on YouTube from someone who was recommending Simply Merino. I had never heard of them before, but apparently they make 100% merino apparel, which is awesome because everything else that I've had, I think the highest would probably be my Tracksmith hoodie. It's about 87%, which feels really nice, but it is freaking cold in Rochester, New York, where I live, and it's getting colder by the day because we're moving into winter. And so I was kind of looking for something I could use for casual that was like even warmer, you know, than my thinner weight hoodie. And so I asked Simply Merino for a sweatshirt for you guys to test. And I don't know, it's like the most cozy thing I've ever put on. It's the kind of thing where like when you put it on right away, it just kind of radiates warmth, you know? So if you're living in a super cold climate, it's a really good option. In terms of how it fits, I started out with a medium and then I went up to the large, which is what this is now. I think I found that it runs just a little bit shorter than other sweatshirts that I've tried, but the large fits me perfectly. The sleeves are a little bit oversized, you know, so it feels really cozy. You can kind of wear them in multiple ways, so like they can kind of run up over your fingers for a little extra warmth. Then I found they're kind of lighter and more stretchy, so if you kind of push them back a little bit, if you have shorter arms, it kind of adjusts. It's kind of cool. It's almost like adjusts, you know, the length of the arm to match, or the length of the sleeve to match how long your arm is. And then because they're really light and flexible, you can also just like tuck them inside of the sleeve like this. So if you're someone who likes kind of more of a flat sleeve style, it's almost like multiple options, which is cool. But then a lot of times with sweatshirts, I just like to roll the sleeves up like this, you know, especially like right now when I'm in front of a studio light and it's getting a little bit warmer. If you expose some skin, you can kind of adjust the temperature further. And with merino, it's really, really breathable. It's also temperature regulating. So unlike something like cotton where it might work for like medium temperatures, but then hot, it gets too sweaty, and then cold, you're like freezing, you know. Merino can work for a really large temperature range. So I've used this up to like 70 degrees so far, and the coldest it's been is like down to 30. So I think I can go even lower. And I was going out on a walk, and even with the wind whipping, I was able to use the sweatshirt as my only mid layer and just had my thin Jack Stillman wax canvas poncho as an outer layer to cut the wind. Also, it was really nice for casual use going to a soccer game. And afterwards, it even kept me warm sleeping down below 40 degrees in my unheated van. I've also been wearing it around inside the house, and I was just like hanging out in my hammock, drinking some ginger tea and reading. And if there was a Richter scale for coziness like there is for earthquakes, this sweatshirt would be off the freaking charts. Another nice thing about the Simply Merino sweatshirt is that inside, they've actually cut the threads so that what you get is a sort of fleece, and it is just incredibly soft. Usually people associate wool with being kind of scratchy, but merino especially is very smooth, and the inside of the sweatshirt is just softer than any fabric I've ever owned. In terms of durability, there are a couple hot tips that I have that I've picked up over the years that are really important if you want your merino clothes to last longer. Number one would be never ever pair it with a synthetic material like this, because I found out with my Tracksmith hoodie, you can see that it's got some pilling here, and at first I was really disappointed because I thought it was a durability problem, you know? But what I realized is that this fabric, the merino, actually sticks to certain polyesters, and you can hear it. Let me hold it up to the camera. You hear that crackliness? So basically what was happening is every time I layered this like polyester or whatever it is over top of the merino sweatshirt, it was like pulling the fibers away. And in terms of washing, if you really want it to last a long time, you might consider hand washing, you know, just in some warm water with a little bit of liquid detergent like Nick Wax. But if you do use the washing machine, just make sure to put it on a gentle setting. And then overall, the nice thing about merino is because it's highly antimicrobial, what you can do is you can just wear it one day, and then if you don't want to wear it the next day, you can just kind of hang it out in the sun, and then this just gets rid of any kind of smell or anything that might develop develop and it just kills the bacteria, and you can just keep wearing it over and over and over again without having to wash it, and that's something that'll really make it last a lot longer. And my Simply Merino sweatshirt is the nutmeg, but they also come in a lot of really cool colors. Plus all their fabrics are Oikotex certified, which means that they're not using any kind of toxic dyes. And if you want to learn more about Simply Merino's supply chain and production, they've got some really excellent documentation on their website. So yeah, that's my first impression review of the Simply Merino 100% wool sweatshirt, but I'll let you guys know how it goes long term as the temperatures start to get colder and colder. But yeah, this is one of those pieces of apparel where it just really makes you look forward to nasty, kind of gloomy weather because it just cheers you up, you know, with the colors and the warmth and all that stuff. But yeah, if you guys would like to support the channel, you can shop the referral links down below, or check out the shoe finder tool on my website, barefootwear.org, to find a cozy pair of minimalist boots to wear with a cozy sweatshirt. Finally, if you have a question about the Simply Merino 100% wool sweatshirt or about sustainable apparel in general, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.